What's up, guys? Ryan and Tiffany here.
And Jackson. He calls himself Mini Ryan G.
That is not what he said.
Well, I don't want to say it. It's not politically correct.
Ooh, because we're going to start doing that now.
No, some things, yes, I have to censor you. Like, I feel like that's my job, to censor you daily.
Okay. You like CNN. What's up, Catherine? Jeff. Oh, look, Jeff knows your name. That's not creepy at all.
Oh, and there's Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma's on there.
Hi, Mom.
What's up, Joe?
So Jackson is so excited. So he came to me, he ran to me with the remote. He's like, Mom, can you put your live stream on the TV so I can watch you guys? And I was like, I don't think I can until it starts, honey. I said, do you want to come sit in the room? And he's like, so then, because Lincoln and Paisley are grounded upstairs in their bedroom right now for fighting. So then he was so excited. I said, do you want to be on the live stream? And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like running around the house and he's going to do his hair and he's all excited. So it's super cute. I love that he's so excited about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, I saw there's people from a lot of different places.
Oh,
Idaho,
really?
New York.
Yeah, I've noticed that. You know, we cover mainly Florida law, but I guess, our show has evolved and we kind of just talk about whatever.
What this has proven to me is that the global reach of the Ryan G brand, I'm just telling you, Tiffany, it is getting huge.
What if, they're here for me?
They are probably here for you.
Do you know who I am?
I'm just waiting to get pulled over for speeding or something, and when the cop comes up, be like, do you know who I am?
You're going to pull a Reese Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon,
Is that who did it? Yeah.
That was awesome.
So look at everybody saying, hi, Jackson. Oh, look at you have so many fans.
Canic TP9SX said, can I get a
hiya? Really? Are you kidding me?
They do that to me all the time. When did they do it the other day? And I was like, this is not an appropriate time, but man.
Yeah, we do it. Oh, Mary says, I'm here for Team Tiff.
You're dead to me, Mary. Bro, okay, all right.
Ryan's wife. Yes, I am Ryan's wife for now.
Current wife. I am accepting applications.
Shut
Must cook non-smoker. Preferably mute.
Oh, time for the kids to read. That's not going to happen.
That's that alarm ever indicated the start of reading time.
I did it. It says help. Yeah.
Do you know that I still get alerts on my computer that says cook lasagna tonight?
Really?
All the time.
Oh, whoops.
Cook lasagna, cook meatloaf tonight. Like nothing ever happens based on whatever that setup is.
I didn't know that I put the family meals on yours. That's why it never works on my phone. So I just cook whatever I feel like it.
Yeah, no.
So you're like seeing that. You're like,
no, it's been like,
we're getting lasagna tonight. And
it's been like years, cook lasagna. And I'm like, well, I know that's not going to happen. Just skip that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Mary said if I had $1 for every time Ryan said I was dead to him, she'd be rich.
Yeah, I know. True. I know I've said it to you before,
So
Mary.
funny. Bonita Springs. Ooh, that's our favorite. That was our favorite hotel, the Hyatt Coconut Springs or something like that. Yeah, Ryan, when he used to work for Culligan, we went there on a little family trip because he won some kind of award. And it was like you walk in, it's like marble everywhere and stuff. So I looked it up again just a couple, probably a month ago. I was like, oh, maybe we'll go stay there. Yeah, no. It's like $500-$600 a night now.
We still have the towels from the Hyatt Bonita Springs,
Shut up. We do not. Like the bling earrings, Tiff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
All right, guys. So if you have any questions for us, we have got answers. Feel free to ask them down in them comments below, and we will try to help you figure out a solution to your problems.
Yes, Jason Walker, I will message you after the show. I saw it just before we went live. So.
I find it kind of strange that random men are sending you messages on Messenger.
No, it's Jason.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Oh, you goofball.
Trust me, I don't care either. Okay.
How do you feel about this, Jackson?
So Jackson, what's Daddy's favorite question to ask you guys and to ask little kids that we see? What does Daddy always say?
I don't even know the answer to this.
I
You got
say,
that money you owe me?
No, I say, what do you think about the economy?
Oh, yeah.
And little kids are always like, huh?
Yeah. Hi, RV dog.
Okay, so Jason is asking me about some pistol that I've never heard of. So let's take a look at that.
This is why, because you don't have time to ever look up these new guns. It's our viewers that tell you about the new guns all the time.
Pretty much.
Just so you guys know, we're gonna go through the while Ryan's looking that up, we are gonna go through the GoFundMe messages and donations this week. And next Monday Night Live, we're going to pick the winners for the AREX 9mm pistol donated by the Bunker Depot. We have a core belt. We have a couple of other goodies to give away. So make sure you tune in next Monday night. Just because, but especially if you donated on the GoFundMe page for our friend with a brain tumor, because we are going to pick those names next Monday night. Guns and tacos, question mark.
Yeah, we are going to film another one. We are pretty busy, so it's probably going to be one a month for a while.
Yeah.
We probably need to film one this week.
We probably should. So it was becoming too much for us both to have a full day off for the guns and tacos. Yeah. And frankly, it's a lot of money too. It's like $1,000 an episode, which is just it's a lot of money. We love to do it. We think it's great for the channel. We love that you guys love the show. So we got to figure that out, but we will post one soon because I am craving some Mexican food. Like I've been trying to make all these different Mexican meals. I made chili rellenos like a couple days ago, and I ate all five chili rellenos that I made in 2 days.
Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy.
Not good.
Gross.
No,
Guns
so
and
good.
tacos in Texas. Yes, I agree. Close to the border.
Yeah, we just can't get to Texas, so.
Okay,
right.
So what do you mean? You just drive, you fly.
Well, I
it's
mean, like
not
that.
like there's
Yeah, but
a
that's
freaking...
not. It's hard for us to take a day off to do guns and tacos. We're gonna go all the way to Texas. I mean, I would like that, but can we do that? Can we take off like a week to drive there?
Okay, so Brandon says, I'm aware that it is not legal to carry a gun while sitting at a bar in Florida. You can't walk through a bar either or even be in a bar. Mm-hmm. Is it legal to carry a gun inside of a liquor store? So Brandon, yeah, the answer to that question is yes. The law says you're not allowed to have a firearm in any portion of an establishment where the primary purpose is the consumption of alcohol.
Consumption, so that's the key word there.
Unless you're a wino sitting in front of the liquor store, the primary purpose is not consuming. It's more about buying it and then leaving.
Right.
So there's nothing that prohibits you from having a gun inside of a liquor store, only at a place where you're actually drinking.
Okay, wait. Kate Johnson says, I have a weird and funny question. Are you ticklish? If so, where and who is more ticklish? Please answer.
Okay, weird question. That's a weird question.
Super weird.
Okay, so
are you
going to
send us an email like later this week to ask if we are into anything?
Okay, so here's what she's alluding at. Like, weren't some of your neighbors when we were dating like swingers?
Yes.
And they like invited you a couple times and
yes. Super, super weird. And like every time you would talk to them, they would be like looking at you in that way that you're like,
Okay, so Tiffany does not like being tickled.
I
when you tickle Tiffany,
hate it.
She acts like I'm stabbing her,
yes,
or like I'm abusing her or something.
Yeah, I don't like to be tickled, but I'm probably more ticklish than you.
Probably.
I don't think I've ever tickled you. Have I ever tickled you?
I would punch you in the throat.
I will say this though, Mr. Jackson loves to be tickled. He jumps in the middle of the bed and he's like, between me and Ryan, he says, tickle me, tickle me. And he just wants to be tickled uncontrollably. Yeah. He loves to be tickled. Don't ya? Whereas I hate it. And so I'm more ticklish. Where's my tickle spot? Probably, I'm going to say probably it's like my stomach, and like ribs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the normal kind of tickle spots. But I don't know. That's an weird question, but thanks for answering that, Kate. We are all about all questions, even the weird ones.
It would have been weirder if it was a man.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait, Ryan, if a school is out at a private church, can we conceal carry on the property at night? While we're on the floors, I think he's trying to say. Like
in the church, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, answer.
Okay, so Ryan, if a school is out, so school is gone, there's a private church, can we conceal carry on the property at night? Currently, the answer is no in Florida. There's legislation that would change that, but the current reading is because it's a school. Actually, did this law pass? No, this law passed committee. I don't think it's actually signed into law yet.
It's not signed in yet.
So yeah, it may get signed into law this year.
That would be July, right?
July 1st, yeah, which would be huge. I think it's very stupid. I think there's a lot of gun laws in Florida that are very, very dumb. That most of them are very dumb. That nobody has really taken the time to go back and like clean out some of the old,
like
really
stupid
ridiculous
ones
stuff
that don't make sense.
That it just is not logical. You're not saving lives with this kind of policy.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so John says, how hard is it for a non-Florida resident to get a concealed carry permit? Not hard at all. Same as a resident.
Easy.
So you just submit your proof of training certificate, you fill out the application, you submit your fee, you check the box that says non-resident, submit, and then you wait for it to come in the mail. So
yeah, there's no box that says non-resident.
Isn't it a resident or a non-resident permit?
Yeah, but when you on the application, it asks what's your mailing address and what's your residence address. So obviously, if the residence address is out of state, you're a non-resident. Yeah, so it's super simple. We can definitely help you. It's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Craig says, what is the penalty if asked to provide a Florida concealed carry permit and you forgot it at home? So basically what he's saying is you get stopped by the police find out you have a gun, and then they ask to see your permit, but you don't actually have it with you. Penalty is a $25 fine.
I thought it was 15. Yeah, so
yeah,
25.
So $25, not a big deal. You know, the cops can harass you because they always have that ability. But, you know, $25, not that big of a deal. It's a mistake you're probably only going to make
one time.
Once.
Yeah. And you can't even just have a picture of it, right? Somebody asked that, and it says you have to have the card physically on you, I believe. Is
like,
what the
could you just have
statute
a picture of your driver's license, and does that cover as having a driver's license?
I don't know why it wouldn't. Like, why do we have Apple Wallet if we can't have that stuff on there? Like, come on.
I think we're heading in that direction.
Yeah, it should be. Like, I should be able to have everything on my little thing and just show a picture of my registration, show a picture. They should be able to scan it with a little scanner. Boop. Right?
All I'm thinking about is the Dave Chappelle sketch.
Jeff Bezos is going to come up with this pretty soon, I'm sure.
The Dave Chappelle sketch where he says cops can't tell the difference between black people. So the cops always tell a black person, bend over and spread your cheeks.
What?
And he said that.
I'm so lost.
It's a Dave Chappelle sketch. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, yeah. But obviously, because I don't ever watch that.
Spread your cheeks. And he's like, oh, hey, Dave.
So, Drop It Like It's Scott says, hi, Ryan and Tiffany and little Ryan. That's you, Jackson. Everybody's happy to see you. Okay, so Wayne asked if you've ever checked out the Ruger Max.
I don't know what the Ruger Max is.
There's another one that Ryan is going to Google really quickly and then tell you his opinion off of looking at it for 10 seconds.
Pistol.
Right there.
Oh, it looks like all the other Rugers, basically.
Looks like the LC9, but not
but it looks like
curvy.
It looks like a double stack.
It looks a little boxier.
Yeah, so interesting.
Ruger makes good firearms.
They do make very good guns.
Yes, they make good guns.
I only own one.
They have good warranty, though, and they're
great customer service.
Great customer service. You have more than one. You have the SR22. You have the LCP.
And that's it. So I have two.
So that's two. Proved you wrong again.
Good job.
Proved you wrong. Proved you wrong.
Yeah, Drop It Like It's Scott says he's looking into the PSA Dagger, which is pretty neat. And it's basically they took the patent and all the design and everything that expired for the Glock 19 Gen 3, and now they're able to make it, but they're making it better. So it's got like a milled slide and just a lot of upgrades.
Are they adjusting the grip?
No, because it's still going to be that traditional Gen 3.
Sure.
Kind of grip, which is what I don't like. I prefer the Gen 5, and I even do a grip reduction on all my Gen 5 guns. But I still think it's cool. So take a look, Tef.
Okay.
So I guess it's a little bit different. Just one top finger groove instead of three. Slide is pretty cool, but still basic.
Looks like a cool gun, though.
And they're cheap. I think they're supposed to sell for like $399, which is pretty awesome. I'm sure they're selling for like $4,700.
Jackson,
right now.
Mary asked you a question. She said, "What does Jackson think is one of the most important rules of gun safety?"
What are the rules of gun safety?
Well, she's asking which one do you think is the most important one. I mean, they're all important, but You're just super shy.
Don't, the trigger.
Say it loud. Say it loud right here.
So don't put your finger on the trigger.
Don't put your finger on the trigger.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yes, that is very important because if you're not putting your finger on the trigger, then the gun's not going to go off, right? And then always point it where?
Well, someone's not at.
In a safe direction, yeah, where someone's not at.
Okay, that's still it.
Yep, that's exactly it. So, good job, Jackson. This is what I told him. Like, don't be shy. Jackson's are definitely our shyest kid, so he gets a little bit nervous there. Ting Ting. Tiff is wearing the Layla, what is it, Princess Layla bun from Star Wars. Does she wear it like this? I thought she had two.
I have never once noticed Princess Leia's hair.
I just have it all on one side, but I know she does do a bun. I thought it was on both sides, but either way, I was trying to change it up a little, keep it fresh, or else Ryan's gonna trade
wow.
me in.
My only concern was putting on a new shirt.
Oh,
new
yeah.
T-shirt.
Did you put deodorant on at least?
Probably earlier today. I don't know. Okay, so
You got pants on today. So
Raphael
that's good.
says, what do you think about carry insurance? I have concealed carry insurance. Tiffany has it too. I think it's important. I think it would really suck to use a firearm in a self-defense situation and then go bankrupt or at least struggle financially.
Or even have to try to navigate that whole, whatever's going to happen after a shooting, right? It's not just cut and dry.
And
so.
it's interesting. If you've, as business owners, we are used to having a team, right? So not trying to figure stuff out on our own.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a legal question, we email our attorney. We have a finance question, we contact our accountant, right? So not trying to navigate this on your own with a public defender is not something I would ever want. I want to get the best damn criminal defense attorney in Tampa to go after this because they know exactly what to do and they know what not to do, which is going to be huge.
Yeah.
A mistake that a lot of gun owners make is they think that because they're the good guy, if they're involved in a shooting, justice is going to be on their side. That is not how this works. They say justice is blind for a reason. And if you've talked to any attorneys that go to trial, they will tell you going to trial is like rolling the dice. There is no telling. It is not about logic. It is not about the law. It's about, does that jury like you or not? Mm-hmm. If the jury does not like you, your ass is going to prison. Yeah. Which is scary.
Yeah, exactly, because some people just don't give a good, people just kind of...
Could have been totally justified,
Yeah,
but they made
exactly.
a terrible statement to the sheriff.
Exactly.
They have a social media profile that is filled with a lot of very dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And all of that is used against them, and then they wonder, they have 20 years to sit in a cage and think about all the massive mistakes that they made.
Yeah. So Will A says, what's the best way to sell a firearm legally, gun shop, pawn shop, or private? So either or. So you can do any of those. You can, people that don't want to mess around, they just go to a gun shop or a pawn shop and they trade it in and they get something different or they get their few bucks. You are going to make less that way because they have to hold on to that firearm for 30 days and then resell it, obviously, and make more money than what they paid. So, but if you're willing to sell it privately, you can do that. The person just has to have a Florida ID and they have to be over the age of 21 and 18, but yes, 18. I say 21, but. So they have to have a Florida ID, though. That's the big question. A lot of people text us or email us and say, hey, so-and-so from Ohio is visiting. Can I sell my firearm to them? No, you can't. They have to be in the same state as you.
Well, under federal law, you're only allowed to transfer ownership of a firearm to an individual that resides in the same state. Mm-hmm. So that's the federal law for a private firearm transaction. Mm-hmm. So the best way to do that is to verify that they have a Florida issued ID.
Right. And so the whole 18-21 thing, if they go to a gun shop, they have to be 21 years old.
Right.
But if they buy from a private seller, they can be 18
They're allowed to
years
be
old.
18. Yep.
Okay. So that is it. You can do a bill of sale. You don't have to do a bill of sale. It's not mandatory. Some people have it just to kind of cover their butt.
Personally, I find selling guns through private sale to be a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's why most people will just go to a gun shop.
Because most people, they're looking for the really crazy deals.
Yeah.
They're looking for a Glock for $250. Mm-hmm. Most people on the internet for a private sale they don't want to pay $500, $550 or normal price. Now, if you have a friend or family member, they'll pay it.
Yeah.
But advertising it on Florida Gun Trader, Arms List, it's always you're just dealing with nickel and diming, and then people are like.
But if you go to the pawn shop, I mean, that's what they're going to pay, a couple $100 for it.
Couple $100, yeah.
So it just depends, but they're all legal. So it just depends on which way you want to go about it. So we have another one. Eric wants to know if we are Lightning fans. Listen, I actually like hockey. I'm from Canada. Hockey's a no-brainer. The thing is that Ryan and I are super busy, and we work, and then we spend time with the kids, and we just don't, the kids aren't into sports, so we just don't do the whole sports thing. But if I was into anything, it would be.
But what I love about the Lightnings is the man that owns the Lightnings, because I think he is an amazing entrepreneur. I think he is absolutely awesome. He's the one building all those buildings in downtown Tampa right now. I absolutely love him. Definitely want to meet him one day.
He says, I actually do like sports, Mom. Sorry,
So-
Jack. You like golf you like to play golf out back, huh? That's new fun. Yeah. But we just don't watch sports on TV. Do you like to watch sports on TV? No, you like to play sports. Yeah, I get that. I like to play sports too, kind of.
Okay, this is awesome. Donald, my neighbor got a concealed carry permit with a badge. And I told him that you would probably give him some equity advice about the badge.
Yeah,
so
the badge
here's the thing.
Is not cool.
I will never take you or anybody seriously that is walking around with a concealed carry badge.
Yeah.
I think it started off as a joke. I think it was a joke, right? And then I think some people took that joke way too seriously.
Yeah.
And they actually walk around with that badge on their belt and then the gun on their hip with the idea that if a shooting happens, now people are going to see the shield and automatically assume that they're a cop.
Okay.
I don't know, like, statistically how much this happens, but I would bet some of these people, if you're kind of impersonating a cop by doing that, I would think an aggressive prosecutor may come after you. What do you think about this badge thing?
I'm not a fan. I think that it's pretty nerdy.
It's pretty nerdy,
I'm
man.
sorry if any of you guys have it, but yeah.
Well, Kyle has one.
You're joking.
No, I promise you. Kyle has one. He let me borrow it for a video one time. He has it as a joke, though.
As a joke?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kyle, if you're on here, I almost just was like, no way. You just lost all your street cred. I don't care how long your beard is. You lost all your street cred. Okay. How do you say this? Ella Fruntro Benitez. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
We appreciate that. Okay, wait.
Now we can buy you food. He gave us $5.
So Ryan or Tiff, what do you think of the Urban Carry holster?
Ooh, Jesus, this is a good one.
Not a fan of the Urban Carry.
I think the Urban Carry holster, it should be a motivating thing for every American. Just like the election of President Joe Biden. It should encourage every single American that anything is possible. You can be very dumb and still become president.
Ryan.
You can make the dumbest product in world history and still make millions of dollars.
Oh my gosh, you gotta slow it down, dude. Like, you're over freaking dramatic.
No, I don't think I am, Tiffany.
He thought it was stupid. So it's kind of gimmicky.
Not kinda.
Yeah.
It solves a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's a lot of material for no reason.
It's just pointless. It's a pointless product.
And I give him credit for trying to be like
innovative.
Innovative and stuff, but it's just, it didn't make sense. So we got one, we tried it, we tried to figure out, how it worked and if it had a purpose, and it really just.
But frankly, and I don't like bashing companies, but they sent me a lot of products, Urban Carry, to do reviews on, and every product that they sent was either not innovative, it was the same as everybody else, like some of their belts, and then their holsters, it was like, what is this? What are you doing? You're like,
I just remember it being a lot
stuff.
of material. So
it's ridiculous.
I think he kind of felt like it was the same as like the Sneaky Pete thing.
The Sneaky Pete is awesome if you live in a retirement home. Awesome.
Okay, so wait, hang on. Hey guys, so this is from Lisa. Can you be on Lexapro and still get a CCP? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That's just the antidepressant, right?
I don't know what the hell
Lexapro.
Lexapro is.
Yeah,
there's nothing
Yes.
inside of the application that disqualifies a person based on the type of medication that
Any
they're on.
medication that you're
What
on, as long as you're
disqualify-
lawfully using it.
Right. What disqualifies a person, right, like what Tiffany just said, as long as you're prescribed, it's totally legit. And as long as you are not put into a mental institution, stuff, or deemed mentally incompetent, what?
I agree. So Tom Cigar says, Ray, I tried one and it just looks like I had a huge thing in my pants.
Yeah, so do you remember?
So better to pick up women than to carry your gun.
So the first time I tried that urban carry, I actually say this in my YouTube video. You guys can go watch it. I say, if I wasn't married, I would use the urban carry because it makes me look like I have a 17-inch penis.
Yeah, I thought you did. Isn't that what you tell me all the time? Sorry, Jax. Close your ears.
Okay, so Teresa says, what can you recommend for women who want to carry in terms of clothing? You know, Teresa, the challenging thing for women, let's talk about men first.
Okay.
With a man.
Why are we talking about men first?
Because I'm trying to relate here.
Okay.
For me,
How
I wear
do you
the
relate to a woman?
I wear the same thing every single day. So I wear jeans, a t-shirt, tennis shoes, and really that's it. So I only need one holster and one carry position, which is appendix.
Where us
Women
ladies
are very different.
change it up. So depending on what you wear, if you wear like yoga pants, then like a type of belly band is a really good option. I have like it's not, actually I ordered a belly band the other day for Florida. So it's very, very thin. We're going to do a little kind of review on it, but it's got, see-through strips on it. So it's a lot thinner than the big heavy one. So, and then there's like the lower type kind of corset ones if you're wearing, because I wear a lot of dresses. So there's like a thigh one that I have. So there's different options depending on how you dress. But there is an option for everything. We just have to have more holsters typically because we do wear different types of
And
outfits.
potentially different types of firearms based on whatever kind of clothing you're wearing.
Yes, exactly. So you're going to want a smaller firearm, which if I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, then I can actually conceal carry like a Glock 19, mid-size firearm, no problem. But if I'm wearing obviously tighter clothing or something, then you would want like a single stack firearm, like a Smith & Wesson Shield or XDS or something like that, Glock 43. Yeah. But
Yeah,
just
Saucy says, don't carry off body in a purse.
Yes.
I 100% agree.
I agree. The only time, like Mary, we had this question on the Florida women's group, and she said, I'm pregnant. And Mary said, this is the only time that I would suggest wearing a crossbody. And that's what I would say. At least don't get one of those purses that have just like the two little handles that you have to carry, because then you're going to set that down, in
Not
your
just
shop.
that, it's easy for somebody to just snatch it out of your hand.
It's easy for someone
right?
to snatch, but the crossbody ones that go all the way around and, they can't just pull it off. You're not going to forget it somewhere because it's on your body. That's, a good option if there's kind of something special happening, like you're pregnant, or there was another lady that was in a wheelchair or had crutches. If you have to change it up, then I think off-body can work for you.
You got to adapt, right?
You've got to adapt. It's better to have something than to not have something. But for women, you have to have multiple holsters and you have to have multiple firearms. And that's kind of what it is, because we dress differently. Our pockets aren't as big. Our pants are different. So we wear tighter clothing generally.
Yeah, and Teresa, we have a training that goes over all of this. It's called The Right and Wrong Way to Carry a Gun, where we break down all these different positions, what holsters we recommend, which ones we don't. So check that out. If you've taken our concealed carry course already, you got that course for free. You can just log into your portal and see it.
Placid Saint said, I didn't get a badge when I passed the concealed carry class. I feel cheated.
If an instructor is passing out badges,
yeah.
man.
I feel like the badge, I feel like that's something that could be used against you in court. Like you think you think you're authoritative. Like that's like the whole Michael Draka type, you think you're somebody special. Like, I have a badge. Look at me.
Just the fact that Michael Draka used words like force multiplier.
Yeah.
So they said, why did you pull your gun? And he said, well, I needed a force multiplier. They hammered him with that.
Yeah.
You got to really be cautious about the words you're saying.
Well, that's why you don't say nothing. You don't say anything.
It's so difficult
It's
not
so
to.
hard because they're like, we're on your side. We just want to know what happened. We understand this was self-defense. We understand that you were just protecting yourself, but we just need to know. And it makes you feel, they let down your guard. And me, I'm such a nice person that I would have such a hard time saying, I'm not saying anything until my lawyer's here. Like, I don't even know if I can
see, but here's again one of the massive misconceptions that people have. When your lawyer shows up, your lawyer still does not talk for you.
Right.
This is not like movies or TV. The lawyer is just going to sit there. Cop's going to ask you a question, and then you're going to answer it. And the lawyer is going to write down, okay, well, they're going to use that against us. Now we got to figure out a rebuttal for that. Well, they're going to use this. So your lawyer is not who's going to save you. They're going to help.
But they might say, don't answer that, right?
Okay, maybe a little bit.
They may, like if there's something, kind of tricky or whatever, they may say, we're not going to answer that or something like that. So they're there to help you. But I'm just saying, like, there's people like me that just feel like they, you just want to tell your side because you're the good guy, right? You just want to tell your side of the story. But it's just not a good idea. So you need to keep it. So wait, Jake Boy 1000. Hey Tiff, love the earrings. They look like hula hoops on your ears. Just joking, just messing with you. So thank you. And that's okay. I can take that joke. Ryan makes fun of me all the time. He calls me a pirate. And he's like, are those fishing lures on your ears? And he says all kinds of stuff. But he married me like this. I've been like this for 20 some years. I like big makeup. I feel like I should live in Texas.
Yeah.
Big earrings, usually big hair. I do everything big, except for I don't have a big butt. That's the only thing I'm missing. Need one of those.
It's our only flaw.
I keep forgetting you're here. Do you want to say something? I keep forgetting you're there, Jax. Okay, Teresa says, I'm very skinny, by the way, 5'4", 120 pounds. Yeah, I'm a little chunkier than you, but I'm right around 5'4", 135 pounds, and you just have to adapt and find something that works for you and your clothing because some women wear jeans and t-shirts. They wear baggier t-shirts, so then they're okay wearing other things. Some wear, like me, I wear a lot of dresses. Like I probably wear a dress, 5 days a week. So I need to have something that's going to accommodate a dress where the next person only wears a dress at Christmas or, never. So it just depends on your style. I drive a lot, so I ankle carry. Okay. So that's you just have to be able to practice to be able to get to that ankle. I can barely tie my shoes.
Blue Lex says Ryan's saving up for them butt implants.
Yeah, exactly. I need to get some butt implants. Squats. I know. I used to do like 250 squats a day. I have not gotten to that yet. You're perfect. Well, you're my mom. You have to say that.
Okay, so Mom. Ray says, my understanding is that if you conceal carry in your car, it's up to you if you want to reveal the fact that you have a gun. If the cop says, get out of the car, I definitely tell them. Yeah, Ray, we are not required by law to disclose the fact that we have a firearm if you get stopped by the police. However, if you're somebody like me, I have a lot of gun paraphernalia in my truck. Somebody came in, detailed Tiffany's vehicle the other day. So when I walked out there to pay him, I was like, did you find any bullets? And he's like, yep. So he had a pile of bullets. He had some knives. And I was like, oh, awesome. I've been looking for those knives. Wow. This is just the way it is, man. So
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I would really hate for me to be looking for my registration or something like that, open up a center console, and the cops see couple packs of bullets, some mags, and then freak out, right? Mm-hmm. So it all depends on who you are. If you have a lot of gun stuff in your car, whatever. It's a personal choice. I had a cop freak out because he saw my concealed carry permit in my wallet. He didn't see a gun. He didn't see magazines or bullets. He just saw the plastic concealed carry permit, and he freaked out. Mm-hmm. I thought I was going to get shot. So after that, I kind of vowed I'm not going to get killed by some rookie amateur cop. Mm-hmm. So I choose to disclose it every time now, but it's up to you.
Yeah, and you just say, just to let you know, I have a firearm. What would you like me to do with it? And then
I roll down the window and I just go, I have a gun! Have you seen there's this commercial, this guy says, I created the greatest product ever to help me get my ID to the police faster. And he's like, this is the wallet holster. And it looks like a gun holster on his side.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, when a cop walks up and asks for my ID, I go like this. And he's like, get your ID to the police faster. It was hilarious.
And this is on like some kind of skit.
Yeah, it's like a YouTube video.
Yeah. Phew.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay, wait. I hand over the CCW with driver's license first thing just to be
Yeah,
safe.
and again, I think that's smart. This cop freaked out. He asked for my ID. When I opened my wallet and I took my ID out, he saw my concealed carry permit. That's all that happened. So even if I was trying to hand it to him, the cop didn't even give me a chance. He just freaked out, and it was scary. The cop was shaking.
Yeah,
the cop's
I
voice
remember
was
you.
cracking.
Yeah, you were freaked out. He was a younger cop though, and something might have just happened. Who knows? Or that you were the first person with a gun. But I remember you calling me after and being like, "Wow,
I was pissed, man.
yeah, you were."
And the cop eventually he threw the driver's license at me and told me get the F out of this parking lot. And I was like, "Listen, bro.
Yeah, he was like,
you just got to calm down, man."
Yeah,
it was scary.
Oh, Auntie Lori's on here, Jackson.
Say hi.
We got to find her a husband. Look at his eyes. He's like, what? Oh. Okay, I had a question on here, but now the comments are going, ding, 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 and I can't get to them. Hi, Ting Ting. So...
Yeah, what's up says cops that freak out about people carrying guns should not be cops.
Yeah.
I was very upset. At the time, I had some friends that were reporters at a big news station. So me, I was going to wildly attack this guy, attack him. I was going to get this story on the news and just make it massive in Tampa and just really go after him. Thankfully, I have Tiffany who calms me down in moments like this.
I do.
So I remember going home pissed. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to film a YouTube video. I'm coming for you, right? And Tiffany was like, Ryan, what if one of his friends recently got shot? What if somebody recently pulled a gun out on him and shot at him?
Yes.
You didn't see it, Tiffany, but a cop approaches this guy in an alley the other day. The guy has his hand over here on the side, and the cop said hey man, what's going on? And the guy was like, hey, F you, and just oh my gosh, in a microsecond, pulled out his gun, pop, shot the cop in the hand. Cop shot the bad guy. But I mean, it happened so
and you don't know.
fast.
Yeah.
So she said maybe something like that happened to him. And now I'm like...
Because I'm always the voice of reason. I feel like I'm the little angel on your...
Or demon. You're one of them. You're one of them. I don't know which one. You're one of them.
Okay, thank you so much, Marcel. You are so sweet. So he just said, is Auntie Lori hot with loads of money?
I think the answer is yes.
To both of those.
So send applications to Ryan at...
Jackson, is Auntie Lori pretty? Yeah. She looks just like Mommy with blonde hair, huh? Yeah. And Mommy's pretty? Say yes. Good boy. We'll
She
pick.
looks the same.
She looks the same as me? Yeah?
Similar. Yeah, just blonde hair, right?
Blonde hair, yeah. I'll pay you the $5 later. I told him I'd pay him money if he said I was the best mom ever.
So, here's a good example of something. So, Adolf Hitler, right? What weapons will penetrate cops' body armor?
I don't think we should discuss that on...
No, here's the reason we're going to discuss it. That's the kind of stuff that a prosecutor will use against you if you are ever forced to use a gun in self-defense.
Yeah.
And here's the hard part. Context is kind of lost, right? Your tone is lost. I make a lot of jokes and say a lot of dumb stuff, right? But when you're reading it in a text, especially in a courtroom, when they have the time to frame you as a crazy, dumb person, and I'm not saying that's what you are, man, but that's the kind of stuff we got to be really cautious about.
You got to be careful with stuff like that, because they can use it against you. And the whole context thing, that's a perfect example. It's just like when you're texting someone, they can't tell your tone, so you may say something they're like, well, sorry, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't even being rude. I was like, sure, no problem on my voice to text, but the way it comes across, and those things can be held against you. So anyway, I'm
not saying it to be rude, Adolf Hitler. I'm saying it just to make a point. I know it's funny, right?
Name.
I'm saying it to make a point that we have to be very cautious what we say on social media.
Yeah.
Because and that's why some people have said, Ryan, you're too conservative or reserved with some of the comments that I make. I believe it.
People say that about you?
Yeah. I believe it to a degree, but I also will never say certain things on a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do it.
You know they're going to be peeling through all of those.
They will go through every video I have ever made, every comment, and they are going to use that in my trial. Yeah. So I am always going to take in my video the more conservative side, the more like controlled side, I guess you can say it. So think about that stuff, right? We got to think 2 steps ahead. We don't want to be reactive.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, so Ray says, as they say, whatever you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Yes. The most loaded statement in the world.
Very true.
You are very right, Ray. Yep. Okay. Casper Soul says, Ryan, what do you think about carrying antique firearms for someone who has lost their guns in a boating accident? P.S. I open carry my 1849 Colt percussion cap revolver every day in public. Every day in public. Hey, awesome. You know what? I think that's great if you're trained with it. Like, are you like the guys in the old time westerns? You're like, or whatever, however they do it.
Just remember that if you have to shoot somebody,
I am not trained like this.
If you have to shoot somebody in self-defense, you just got to yell Tampa carry right before you do it. You'll get lifetime discounts. You know, what's my opinion?
So what do you think about that?
I think antique guns are antique for a reason. I think the technology is old. The technology is very outdated.
But
I am not going to trust my life. If I had a choice between an 1898 percussion cap Colt revolver or a Glock 19, I'm choosing a Glock 19. You have to remember, you're using a gun not on the best day at the gun range. You're using that gun on the worst day of your life. I need to have the best technology, the best training, the highest capacity to be able to keep me and my family alive. I'm not going for that, right?
Aw, thank you, Florida bearded woodworker. Give these 2 goofballs a thumbs up. I saw somebody else say that earlier too. Like, hey, give them a thumbs up. Like our video. It costs you nothing. Ryan and I and Jackson are here for you tonight. So we do appreciate you guys giving us a thumbs up. There's always like 6 or 7 that give us a thumbs down. So I don't know. I think they just like literally come on. They stay subscribed to us.
Do you remember the one I did a video about the High Point pistol, and I got an email. This wasn't a comment.
Yeah,
this was an email.
This guy was pissed.
And this guy was pissed. He's like, I've owned a High Point for years, and if you make one more video bashing High Points, I will unsubscribe. And
you didn't even really bash them, though. You were just kind of making
just give
fun
my
of
opinion.
Because it is kind of a
funny
gun. He
goes, I will unsubscribe, and I will go to every video you post and do a thumbs down.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and
bro,
I think he's done
your life must be really terrible.
Yeah.
You have a really terrible life if this is how you spend it.
Yeah, 2 thumbs down so far. See, there's always some knucklehead that gives us
crazy.
2 thumbs down. Okay, so about the percussion cap, though, if you are a felon that have lost your rights, you are allowed to carry that, right?
I don't 100% know the rule. So there's certain old antique guns you can carry, and there's some old antique that you can't.
Okay.
So,
because I was going to say, if that's the case,
sure, makes sense.
Hey,
better than nothing.
Better than nothing, exactly. Oh, the Yeet Cannon. Yes, that is the one he got. The one that says Yeet Cannon on the side.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I've never shot it.
I said, is this a joke? I thought he drew it on there because he got that for one of his videos for, who was it?
For Toothpick.
For Toothpick, one of his aliases. And I thought that he actually wrote that on the side of the gun. When I heard that High Point actually legitimately put that on the side of the gun, I was like, oh Lord, like this is not good. Like,
it's the only thing. I saw that at Universal, and I'm pretty sure Kyle is the one that sold it to me. I was like, bro, I gotta have that gun. And yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How about a sword? I do own a couple swords. Not like any nice expensive ones, but
they're like they're so dull.
Because the kids play with them. I don't want them to have like
kids play with the swords. Really? They don't play with the swords.
Like sometimes. In the
no,
garage.
like you show them it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. What would be a good subcompact for someone with big hands? Well, congratulations on your big hands.
You know what? Surprisingly, the SIG P365, even though it's a very small, tiny gun, I've had several like really big dudes that carry that gun and they actually really like it. The Springfield XD subcompact would probably be good. I carry the Glock 19, which is a compact, right? So it's not really your question.
Excuse me. Do you have big hands, though? I mean,
I don't think so. I think I probably have average hands. I see some dudes that they obviously work with their hands a lot. Their hands have like so much meat that it's like, holy crap, dude.
You're pretty average.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody said the high point isn't that bad. Okay, quite honestly, Ryan boiled the high point in gummy bears. Ryan dragged the high point behind his
down
truck,
the road at 70 miles an hour.
70 miles an hour, and that gun still shot. So I will tell you, the high point did go through some hardcore torture tests, and it still shot. So
these are not realistic torture tests at all.
But it was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
Okay. I was a nose guard in football. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
We don't watch football, so I have no idea what that is. I shoot a para light hog. Okay, wait. So I shoot a para light hog 45 with 3 fingers, no problem. I have big hands, just saying. So is that the smaller subcompact version, the para?
The Warthog. You don't remember the para Warthog? Well, that was like their double stack 1911.
Okay, gotcha. Now I remember. Yeah. No, I didn't know that it was called the light hog. Maybe that's a different one.
Well, maybe it's a different model.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was confused about. Okay.
Somebody keeps posting constitutional carry. What does that mean? Do you have a question?
Les Polo. What's your question?
Ness Polo.
You got it. Ness Polo. You got to say a question. You can't just post that. How's your friend doing?
Because unlike we do not know how to read minds.
How's your friend doing? Okay, so really quick, we'll give an update on the GoFundMe thing. So all of you who gave on the GoFundMe, thank you so much for our friend Bruna. She's got a brain tumor. She's 33 with a little baby. So it went well. It went great. Ryan and I are so thankful. We got just over, I think we made it to like 11,500. So basically.
But that's on GoFundMe. Like some people actually mailed us checks.
Yeah, some people mailed like gift cards to her and cards.
Which is amazing.
People have been so great. One of our friends on here, Valerie, she said, hey, I'll go look after Bruna and help her so that, they can go out and do some things or whatever. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow her to, stay home with her child, her 2.5-year-old baby girl and her husband for longer and not have to go into like a home or hospice. So a huge thank you to everybody that gave. Again, next Monday Night Live, you want to tune in because we're going to be giving if you donated anything, $10 or more, you're entered to win the firearm from Bunker Depot. And I want to say, there's the gun right there. And I want to say there's like a total of like 150 people so far. So the chances are good. And so we are so grateful. And they are so grateful. Christina, her mom, was over here just a couple days ago. And she was just so very thankful. So thank you again. Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Antonio says we are praying for Bruna. Yes, we are still praying for a miracle as well.
Antonio Montana. Is that your real name?
That is such a cool name. Antonio Montana.
Tony Montana from Scarface.
Oh, okay. So that's not the real name then. I didn't realize.
Might be. If it is his real name,
if it is, there's. Oh, Christina's on there. Hi, Tiffy.
Cool.
I'm here if they need to know something. So you'll see there, Christina Ludwig.
Okay, so do you want to hear Christina?
Bruna's
you didn't
mother.
Hear Christina. You didn't hear this, but like the money. Lori, Tiffany's sister, was like setting it up to transfer the money over to you or whatever.
Yes.
So we're sitting outside talking like we do in the evening, and all of a sudden Tiffany goes from being fun and relaxed to like
crazy,
so stressed it's not even funny.
What's going on?
Because we get an email from GoFundMe that had Christina, your real name.
Yeah,
we didn't know that we didn't know your real name.
Yes. I thought that was your real name. Turns out that's her middle name. And her last name is different too because that's her married name. So I get this email saying Teresa something is all set up for automatic withdrawals. I'm like, who the heck is that? Because we did the GoFundMe, but we just set it up to go straight. Ryan and I don't want to have, do the
I don't want the money. Yeah.
We don't want to do the withdrawal because we don't want any of that. So it's going straight to Bruna's mother, Christina. And I only know her as Christina Ludwig. So Ryan's like, So I text my sister, like freaking out. She goes, "Oh, that's her. That's her first name, and her maiden name. Blah 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 blah." And Ryan's like, "Yeah, right. She's gonna come showing up because she cleans her house. She's gonna show up in a Rolls Royce next week."
Yeah, this is all a fraud.
This is all a fraud. So anyway, it was. Oh, my mom says hi, Christina. So yes, her first name is Teresa, which I'm guessing is like Teresa. Teresa?
No, it's Teresa.
But no, is that like the American version?
Oh, so your name is George. We're gonna call you. That's like Walter, isn't it?
No, but isn't like Jorge the George? No, okay. I'm digging a hole.
This is gonna get us in so much damn trouble. I'm stopping. So if anybody has a question about Bruna, just go ahead and post your question there, and Miss Christina will answer it. And I will post a link to the GoFundMe later if you still. No, it's in the description.
Oh, it's in the description.
Yeah.
So if you still want to help out, we would really appreciate it, and then we'll enter you in the draw again for next Monday night.
Jax Blue Lex says Jax looks like he wants to go shooting. You just asked me to go shooting. What were you asking me to go do?
What did you want to shoot?
So somebody gave us a jug of tannerite as a gift. And they're
I hate that stuff.
But every time I shoot it, the cops come. So I don't want to shoot it because the property that we built our gun range at, I don't own. My buddy owns it. And I don't want the police to keep showing up at his property. It just makes it bad for me. But,
Donald Walker says, I'm starting now. Book, trying to get the book. Love your show.
I like this guy.
What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's 7:51. It's almost that time. Oh, my gosh. Oh, so funny.
Okay, so Brian says, Ryan, do you ever come into Orlando to do classes, classroom and range? No, but one of our partners with Carey University,
OrlandoCarry.com.
Yep, we have firearms instructors all across the state of Florida. So OrlandoCarry.com, they're teaching my curriculum.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to hook you up. So check them out.
Yeah, exactly. And they do a great job there, Lewis and Craig at
so
Orlando Carry.
Doc Savage says, if you print, you're not concealed. It's actually not true. So printing is not a crime in Florida.
I print. Ryan
I print a lot, dude.
Because, I mean, you're in Florida. It's hot. Even just walking. Like, my best thing is when the wind, because it's always so windy in Florida. You're walking. As soon as that wind goes, your shirt, sticks to you. And you can, see, the outline of a firearm. So, in Florida, it is not illegal to print. You obviously don't want to be, super obvious about it. But if it's, accidental, it's not a big deal.
And frankly, like I've said lots of times before, most people are so oblivious that they never notice.
The people that notice are people that are careless.
That have a gun.
Yeah, because you're actually have a little bit more situational awareness and you know what to look for.
That's not it. It's called the RSA part of your brain is what kicks in. So that's what happens when you buy a new car.
Yeah, I know.
And then you drive off the lot and all of a sudden you see the exact same car.
Yeah,
it's because your brain is
never
recognizing.
noticed that car before, but now you do. Yes. So anyway, but it's not illegal to print. Okay, wait. Would love to take Ryan's class just to hear him yelling. Oh my gosh.
I had a guy.
You know that he yells all the time. We're outside. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. We go and have coffee on our front, on our porch. And the neighborhood we moved into, we're literally this far away from our neighbors on each side. So I'm shh, they're sleeping in. And he's just yelling. He's always yelling in the car. He's yelling. I'm
so
Ryan.
It's funny.
And you know what he always says to me? He says, talk louder. And I'm
Tiffany,
I'm talking normal.
No, Tiffany goes hey, so what do you think?
No, I'm a little softer spoken than you. And he's like, talk louder. Jax, does Dad talk so loud all the time? Yes. He's yelling, right? What else does he do? He yells and he
spits.
He spits. Yep. He yells and he spits. He's a spitter.
Llama.
What?
Like a llama.
Like a llama. Exactly. High five. Okay. All right. I guess it is that time. The show's over. It went super fast.
Okay, so let's answer Austin's question real quick.
Sure.
In your opinion, what is a great inside the waistband holster for concealed carry? I love Florida Bearded Woodworker just said the crossbreed. I absolutely love the crossbreed. It's not the snap slide. What the hell is it called? I love crossbreed. I'll figure out the model in 1 second. But I also kind of like the Alien Gear. I think some of the Alien Gear holsters are a little bit... Oh, it's called a Super Tuck. Crossbreed Super Tuck. I absolutely love it.
So Ray says, yeah, but Tiff, you're like 100 times New York than you are Canada with the loudness. I am, but I feel like I've had to get louder over the years to compete with him.
You know what? Like, a lot of people don't know this. So when we used to do inner city ministry, this is where my loudness came from, was screaming at inner city kids and trying to get them under control.
Yeah, and like doing the show and stuff.
Yeah, one time, so we did the bus ministry, right? So I sent out 3 buses to go to 3 different housing projects, pick up kids, and these are buses that hold 55 children. So we would fit about 90 on. Hey, thanks, Big Jim.
Thank you so much, Big Jim.
And then we would have to take them to church and manage them and stuff, right? So one time, not one volunteer showed up. Not one. So I was the bus driver, and I said, the show must go on. So I went and picked up 90 inner city children by myself, and I was a bus driver.
Yeah.
And I remember my voice was...
And you guys have no idea what it's like to have these kids in the bus. Like they're
these are fist fights.
Fighting. They're trying to run. They're trying to run away. They're like, they do all kinds of stuff. So it's
crazy.
It is super crazy. Yes, Vetter, Tier 1. Ryan does carry the Tier 1 Access Elite. That's what he carries every single day. The one thing that I know that you definitely recommend is the claw.
You got to have a claw if you're going to carry appendix, right?
So that claw really pushes in that firearm, right? So that it's not
so it doesn't
sticking
print
out.
as much.
Yeah, exactly. And then 100% don't even worry about a good carry holster if you don't have a good carry belt, because that makes like all the difference. So you definitely need a good carry belt, and we 100% recommend Core Essentials. I want to say they're like out of California, but it's like around $80. They have really, really great belts. They have a bunch of different styles.
But I will tell you guys, I'm pretty sure the name of the company is Craft Holsters. Craft Holsters. It's actually sitting on my shelf right over there. The owner's probably getting a little pissed at me. He sent me this beautiful holster.
Oh, is that the leather one?
Yeah, it was right when we were moving, so I was kind of waiting to get settled. I'll film the video about it this week. It is freaking sexy. So
Yeah,
Craft Holsters, check them out on Instagram. It is really amazing. I'm not a big fan of leather. If I lived in Texas and I was going to open carry and stuff like that, or if I was wearing like dress up clothes or whatever, I would probably prefer leather, but it's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife's family are a bunch of 90% deaf Italians. I'm a deaf
fun.
MO. So I understand that. And Marcel says Tiff looks like Chung-Li Street Fighter.
Listen, let me tell you, man, anybody tries to rob us, I just got to let Tiffany loose. Like, Tiffany will wreck that dude.
I will kung fu you. But, I just like to change it up. I like to change it up for Ryan. And, I got to compete with those younger girls, so I got to keep it fresh.
Who are asking how ticklish I am.
Who was that? Katie, I think her name was.
Concealment Express, Kyle said too.
Yes.
I'm actually really impressed with Concealment Express.
Yeah, and it's super thin, right? Like it was really lightweight.
What's smart, I said this to Kyle when I was in Bunker Depot the other day, is Kyle has a whole display of Concealment Express. Very inexpensive, but they actually have really nice, like, store presentable packaging. Okay. Which is huge, right?
So if you're looking for a holster and you're in the Tampa area, Bunker Depot has a display of them. So I know you've done a couple videos on Concealment Express and you're happy with them. So
yep, I really like them.
Tiff is not from Brooklyn. I'm sure she does come across that book. Yeah, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from Manitoba. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
But I thought she was Mexican for sure when I started dating her, like for sure. And I was shocked that I found out she was French.
Yeah, because Ryan's favorite food is... Oh, Grandpa just texted me and said it's so nice to see Jackson. Say hi to Grandpa.
Grandpa's on there. Say hi. Hi,
Grandpa.
And Grandma.
Okay, what is Daddy? I refuse to allow the children to call me Grandpa or my grandchildren one day. Oh. What's a name that your kids have to call me by?
Remember it?
El Padre.
El Padre. And Ryan's going to get a big furry hat to wear.
Yeah.
With his cane. And you have to call him El Padre.
And I'm going to have a 69 Impala that bounces.
Okay, Mexican today with the hair. Okay, I guess I look Mexican today. Hey, fellow Canadian, what's up, Kevin? Whoop, whoop, Canadian.
Okay, so we're ready for it. Wow. Now we just got 37 thumbs downs.
Okay, we're going to do tonight's giveaway. So first giveaway is going to be Ryan's book, comment, book. And we're going to send out. So we'll send out 2 of those tonight. So I'm going to pick 2 winners. I'm going to give you a few minutes. So people are saying I look Mexican with the hair tonight. I look like Chung Lee with the hair. I look Brooklyn. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm getting
Tiffany
it all.
loves that chili relleno, right? So when she made it at home the other day, she brought it to me and she was like, take a bite. I took a bite and she goes, what do you think? I said, it's okay, but please don't ever serve this to me. Like, I don't,
you don't
ever want to eat this.
You don't like that. And the fact that it has no meat, you're not interested in no meat.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I'm fine with no meat. Okay. Book. Go. Jackson, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say this evening before we close out? Hey, Jackson, tell Big Jim thank you. He gave us $20. Say thank you, Big Jim.
We can finally turn our
Thank you,
electricity
Big
back
Joe.
We can finally turn our electricity back on. Oh, okay. Book. Princess Layla. Oh, yeah, I've gotten that too tonight. So thanks for being on the show, Jackson. Jeff said that.
Yeah.
Oh, people like to see your cute little face. I wish we could have talked a little more with you, but you're a little bit shy.
When they get older.
Yeah, you're a little shy. Okay. You are gorgeous. Well, thank you so much. I'm assuming that you're talking about me and not Ryan.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I will take it because how old am I?
I don't
41.
know.
I'm 41, and it's starting to be like where I'm like, looking at these young women, and I'm like, oh, I got to get some Botox or something here.
I know a guy. Met him on Craigslist.
Ay. So I appreciate that because just like everybody else, you always see all the flaws in yourself.
Sure.
Paul Miller says, Jackson keeps daddy in line. Yes, that is true. All right, Paul Miller, you just won yourself a book.
Wow.
So what?
Nothing. Paul's playing the game, man.
No.
He's standing out. You got to stand out.
A boob lift. Well, thanks, Antonio. How do you know what my boobs look like?
What did Jack say? Why are your boobs lazy?
Yeah, Jax did say that one day. I was getting out of the bath or something like that. And he's like, your boobs look lazy, Mom. I said, yes, that's from breastfeeding, all you kids. So, yes, a breast lift is probably down the line. Yes, it is. Okay, 41. I'm 34, and my wife is 16 years older than you. Ooh,
wow.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Ryan, going for the older woman. Ryan is actually younger than me by, 3 years or something? 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, you know what he says? He says, those young girls, He says, I just can't listen to them.
They come into the class, and listen, I'm happy that you're in the class, but it's something different when you have a developed, mature mind, right? I mean,
and you're used to a very refined, developed, mature woman, might I add.
It's like a fine wine. It's like a fine wine.
Didn't you say, I said, you don't want to turn me in, and you said sometimes you don't want a new car. You want an old classic car.
It's got a few dings in it.
Got a few dings in it.
Scratches in the paint.
Scratches. Carpet's a little roughed up.
Come here, Paisley.
So,
hurry up.
Oh, hurry up. Get in here. All right. Gene Simmons, you just won on a copy of Ryan's book. So Gene and I think it was Paul, please send us an email to winner@tampacarry.com. That's winner@tampacarry.com, and we'll ship those books out to you. Next, Brian May says, I'm 44. My wife is 65. I win. Good for you, Brian. That is awesome. I love to see that stuff because that goes to show that, you're not just looking for the, you know what? Us older women, we're like fine wine. Yep, better with age.
Sure. I don't think it matters, frankly, the age too much.
No, it doesn't. So, the Paisley is here.
The Paisley.
Okay. Next,
Gracing
we're going
us
to
with
give
her
away.
presence.
Grandpa just said, hi, Paisley. He just texted me. Okay. Next.
Hi, Grandpa.
Before we go, we're giving away a t-shirt. So,
Can I pick?
comment t-shirt. Yes. Comment t-shirt. And all you have to do is if I pick you as the winner, you're going to go to tampacarry.com, click on the shop tab, click on t-shirts, pick which t-shirt you want, send me the SKU and the size.
Donald Walker is like
your
Bugatti.
address.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Bugatti.
Yeah, he's trying to stand out.
Bugatti. Oh, he's trying. Yeah.
I'm picking the winner, the Paisley.
You're a good match for each other, Book. Jeff says, the Paisley. All right, get in here. They were.
Oh, there's Lincoln.
Here's the Lincoln.
Okay, so what's Lincoln's name that he hates?
Doodle.
Doodle. He's been called Doodle ever since he was a little tiny doodle because.
Now, do you remember when we were at the gun store? Like, I was holding Lincoln. Lincoln was like in diapers. He was like probably a couple months old, right? I remember I was holding Lincoln and this guy came in and we were talking about selling him a gun and stuff. And I was helping this guy. I was still clearing the gun and giving it to him. And the guy goes, you know, it's very unprofessional that you're trying to sell me a gun while you're holding a baby. And I was like, listen, dude, this is a family business. My son is way more important than you. If you're not happy with this, you know, go to a different gun store. Because our kids are important, right? Part of the business.
That's why everybody buys from you.
Yes, you can come say it. Come over here and say it.
Come in the mic, Paisley. Hurry up.
Mike. Paisley, are you complaining? Come on, get up here. Okay, so Paisley's going to pick the winner of the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Can you say that name? Or do you need me to say
Adam.
Really, Paisley? Everything you do. Paisley. Okay, so
Adam L.
Raymond. Adam
L. Raymond.
Raymond. There you go.
My
Adam L.
wife
Raymond.
nicknamed my son Doodle Bug.
There we go.
That's pretty funny.
It's a good. So now you know.
And does everybody want to know what Tiffany's nickname is?
Ow, guys. Okay, get out of here.
It is Pickle.
Yeah,
Pickle.
the kids named me Pickle.
Pickle for a dickle.
Dad
And
is
now-
onion.
Dad is not Onion. All right, Dad is El Padre. Okay, now that we have it all on here. Okay, so Adam Raymond, please send an email to winner@tampacarry.com with the SKU and your size and your address, and we'll get it ordered. Thank you so much to everybody
Thanks,
who gave
guys.
tonight. Thank you for everybody who watched, and we will see you next Monday Night Live at 7 p.m.
Who's naked?
Stop. They just write that because they want the t-shirt.